What's going on, guys? This is Vince with vshred.com, and in today's video I'm going to take you through a full shoulder workout that you can use on your next shoulder day. Like I said, today's video is going to be a shoulder workout, and all you're really going to need are some dumbbells and some barbells. You're not going to need any fancy equipment that you find in a lot of videos. So this is going to be perfect for anybody who just has basic workout equipment at their gym, or maybe you're on the road and you're at a hotel or something like that. This is going to be using the bare minimum and getting a great workout. It's also not going to take very long. It's going to be a total of 5 exercises, but we are going to be doing a couple supersets in there later on in the workout, not for the first exercise, and it's just going to make everything move super quick. So it's not going to take very long, but it's going to be a great workout. But before I get into it, I will say, if you're trying to build muscle and you want help with just easier ways of burning fat and building muscle, I do have a free fitness quiz that tells you, 1, what your body type is, and 2, the 3 fastest ways to burn fat and to get in shape for your body type. And if you want help with figuring that out, hit the link right below this video down in the description and take the free quiz, and I'll tell you everything that you need to know to get in shape for your body. So check that out, but let's get into this workout. So like I said, it's going to be 5 different exercises, and the last 4 are going to be 2 different supersets. So first off, we're going to be starting with a bigger compound movement. I like doing that with all of my workouts typically, unless I'm trying some kind of pre-exhaust, which I've actually done in the past for shoulders. But today we're going to be starting with just regular dumbbell shoulder press. And so I have my 2 dumbbells right here, and we're also going with a little bit lower of a rep range. I'm not going to be going super heavy right now on camera for you guys, because I got to show you guys proper form and talk through it. But we are going for 4 sets of 8 reps. So this is going to be a lower rep range, which means you are going to go heavier, but don't go so heavy to where you can't do 8 clean reps with good form. And I'll show you what good form looks like. So getting this weight, first off, you want your back to be pretty straight up and down. I see some people who have it too far back and they're actually getting a lot of lean, or maybe their low back is super arched and they're actually straining a little bit when they shouldn't be. I like putting the bench just to a slight incline, but still I'm pretty straight up and down. So kicking this weight up, getting back, and then the first thing that I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna bring my elbows a little forward. A lot of times you see people doing shoulder press with their arms flared all the way out. Having them forward is just going to put your shoulder into a healthier position. Because of that ball and socket, your shoulder is naturally want to go forward, and it's going to glide easier in that socket when you have them slightly forward, and it's also going to help hit your delt a little bit better. But from there, what you're going to do is you're going to drop your elbows down, and also as you drop your elbows down, you're bringing this weight outward, and then but you're also not flaring, like I said. So you're bringing it out and frontward at an angle, or forward at an angle, and you don't want it to be all the way at 45, but you don't want it back at 90. So about 70 is what I say, and then you want to go down to where your elbows are just below 90 degrees, and you're going to press back up. And this is already difficult because I've been holding this too much. But from there, what you're going to do is you're just going to keep going through that motion down to 90 degrees, pressing up, and then at the top, you're not locking out your elbows, but you are focusing on squeezing out with your shoulder. So you really want to focus on at the top, squeezing that delt. There's a difference between just straight locking your elbows and squeezing your shoulders all the way up. You can squeeze without locking out your elbows. So focus on getting that good form down, controlling it, stopping it just below 90, pressing it back up, and then getting right back into the next rep. A big mistake that I see made a lot is people pressing that up and then resting for like a second or 2 at the top, or catching their breath, or whatever it might be, and not really realizing that they're resting for a second at the top, and it's just making your set that much longer and making it that much less efficient or effective at getting that continuous time under tension for that set. So that's going to be the first exercise. You're going to go for 8 reps. In between these 8 reps, because it is a lower rep range, we are going to be resting a little bit longer. So you're going to go for a 2-minute rest here. So a little bit longer of a rest than most of my videos, but that's because we're trying to go a little heavier to start this workout. And after that, we'll move into the first superset. All right, so next up, we're gonna move into the first superset. So this is gonna be 2 exercises back to back. That's just what superset means. You're gonna be staying on that same bench. We're gonna be just basically doing seated lateral raises, and then superset it with seated front raises with dumbbells. So you want to make sure that you have 2 sets of dumbbells sitting right by you. You generally want to go a little bit lighter with the lateral raises just because they're a little bit harder. I at least find it easier to, and I'm able to do more weight when I do front raises. So I just have 15 pounds for the lateral raises and 20 pounds for the front raises. If you do 20 and 25, that's fine. If you do 10 and 15, that's fine. If you do 15 and 15, that's fine. Just I would probably use the first set to figure out what weights you're going to be using, because we're going for a higher rep range now that we're moving into more of a isolation exercise, working a smaller muscle group rather than a compound movement where we're working multiple different muscle groups. So we're going for sets of 15 reps here. We're gonna be going with the lateral raises, and I'll show you these first off. So you're getting into a nice seated position, and my back is not resting against this pad. I'm actually forward a little bit, and then from here what I'm gonna do is I like to get a slight bend actually forward with my body, and then you really wanna focus on pressing your elbows out while keeping your shoulders pressed down. So a lot of times when people are doing lateral raises, they get a lot of activation in their traps, because as they lift this weight up, they're also shrugging because it's either too heavy or they just don't know how to do it right. So what you want to focus on is pressing your shoulders down and then bringing those weights out to the side, and then you're not actually going to be bringing them up super high. I've also seen a lot of people bringing the weight up much higher than they actually need to. All you need to do is bring it up to shoulder level. You don't need to go anywhere past that. You also don't want to stop before that. Shoulder level is actually going to be working the delt properly. And so one other thing is, once you bring this weight up and you're really focusing, like I said, on pressing that weight out, when you bring it back down, you don't want to bring it all the way to where you're resting at the bottom. So right here, my hands are just completely by my side. I could just hold this weight, and basically I'd just wait until my forearms give out to where I would drop this weight. My delts are not being worked at all. So what I like to do is I like to stop about right there, because right there, now my muscles are being activated a little bit. And then if I go from here out to there and back down to there, I'm never losing that tension on my delts, which is gonna make this one long set of time under tension. So this is all you're gonna be doing. Leaning a little bit forward, bringing your elbows out to shoulder level, back down, never bringing them all the way down to your side. Back out, never bringing them all the way down to the side. So you're gonna go 15 just like this, nice clean reps. After you get 15 there, you're gonna drop this weight. Like I said, have those other dumbbells right next to you. And then here, you're not leaning forward. What I'm actually gonna do here is lean back a little bit against this pad, and then I'm gonna use this pad to stabilize my body, and I'm gonna press my arms forward and bring these weights up to a shoulder level. So again, you're not lifting this weight up past shoulder level, you're going just to shoulder level and back down. And the same principle is gonna apply at the top and at the bottom. Not going too high, but also at the bottom, I'm not bringing it all the way down here, because again, I'm resting. So I'm gonna stop right there, because from right here to right here, the difference is that my shoulder is going to be being worked. So I'm working that anterior deltoid, I'm working that front delt now. I'm gonna go from here, press it forward and back down, never going all the way back. So this is going to be that full range of motion. And the same thing with the lateral raises. These are very similar movements. You're not trying to shrug up as you press this weight forward. So you're not actually, I like to think of it as, it's actually not a raise. You're actually trying to press it forward, because if you try to press it forward, that's going to help you press down your shoulders as you press it forward, rather than thinking it's a raise and the first thing that you do is shrug up with your traps. So press those down, press the weight forward, shoulder level, bringing it back down, don't go all the way down to your side, and that's going to be your one continuous set of time under tension for that muscle group. You're gonna go for 15 reps again of those. So 15, 15, rest for a minute. So this is going to be a straight burner on your delts, but it's gonna be good. A minute probably isn't gonna feel like that long, but don't go over. Have a phone, have a timer, something. Look at a clock, look at something that's going to keep you in that 60-second rest period, nothing longer, definitely not shorter. And then you're just gonna get right back into it, and you're gonna go for 4 total sets of this. And then we're gonna move into the third superset, or the second superset, the third and fourth exercise. So to finish off the workout, like I said, it'll be a quick one. We got 2 last exercises. We're gonna be doing the same thing. We're going supersets here, and we're going with that higher rep range. So we're going sets of 15 for both of these with a 1 minute rest in between. The first one is going to be what I call easy bar front presses. And so here, this is just a great exercise for that front delt, also a little bit of that medial head. And so what you're gonna do is you're going to have your elbows out in front of you. And I like the easy bar just because it puts your wrist into a little bit more comfortable position. When you have the straight bar at the top, it kind of, I don't know, just doesn't feel as good. So I like this little curve in it, and I like to go to the outer curve of it. And so from here, I'm gonna have my back nice and straight, chest out, and then from there I'm going to take my elbows and I'm going to press these up, and I'm going to squeeze at the top. Like I said, not locking out. I said this during the shoulder press, not locking out. You're squeezing your shoulders. You're going to bring it back down, and then at the bottom you want your you don't want to come all the way down here. You want your upper arm to just pass parallel to the ground. So you're going to go just about a 90-degree angle with your elbow, arm just past parallel. And that's gonna be the bottom position. And then from there, you're going to go straight back into the next press. And this is gonna be like a nice burnout. So you're not going super heavy with this, but you are focusing on one continuous motion and pressing this weight up and down without resting at the top, without resting at the bottom, and just keeping it going. And you wanna use a weight that you're gonna be about fatigued at 15 reps. After you do that, drop that, have a set of dumbbells ready. I just have some 15s here. We're gonna be doing some dumbbell bend over rear delt flies. So here you're gonna sit a little forward on this bench. And the reason is because you're actually gonna want these dumbbells to come in between your legs as you go down. So you're actually going to bend over. Your chest is gonna be about in your knees. From there, what you're gonna do is I like to have my shoulders retracted and pressed down. And so if I were to sit up, they'd be back and down like that, and I keep them in that position. And then from there, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my elbows and I'm going to have them come outward basically. So I'm not trying to bring my elbows back. You're not doing a lat row here. You're bringing your arms and you're taking your elbow and you're trying to get it as far away from your body as possible, because that's what's going to work that rear delt. So from here, I'm gonna take this weight and I'm going to press it outward. Bring it back down, press it outward. And so the same principles are going to apply as when I was doing the lateral raises and the front raises. When I bring this weight up, I'm not trying to go way back behind my body. I'm stopping just at shoulder level. And then on the way back down, I'm not bringing it all the way back down to where my arms are just now resting and it's just purely my forearms being worked. I'm gonna stop about there, because now my delts are being worked now. So there to there and back down to there. So that's gonna be the full range of motion that's going to allow you to keep tension on the muscle group the entire time, and it's going to allow for a more optimal set and better time spent at the gym, because like I said, it's not going to be a super long workout. So after you do 15 reps of both of those, you're going to rest for a minute. You're going to repeat that for 3 more sets, so 4 sets total, and that's going to be the entire shoulder workout. So a quick one, but a good one if you stick to the rest times and you do the exercises properly and you don't skip any reps or any sets, and I guarantee you, you'll be sore tomorrow. So try it out. Let me know how you like it. Click that thumbs up button below if you plan on trying this, or if you did try it and it did work. Comment down below if you're part of the hashtag notification squad. I appreciate you guys. Y'all are my fam. So other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.